Ooh. Hey, y'all see it? Y'all see it? I'm on some serious haterade today. Absolutely. Y'all see it? Let me tighten up my joint. Y'all see it? Y'all probably at work. It's all good. Tune in and watch it later. Y'all see it? Got the haterade today, baby. You already know. I got a double dose on it. A double dose of it today. Let's cook, let's talk, my people. For real. Let's cook and let's talk. Yo, what's up, chat? What's going on? Hey, live for the hate. Yeah, I come in with some hate, chat. Yep. It's brick. Let's talk about it. Oh. Hey, man. Y'all need to get y'all some. What's good? What's good? Y'all need to get y'all some of this. That haterade, man. Fire. That haterade is fire, man. Hey, did y'all see Spence? Did y'all see Spence? Spence must have got the memo. We ain't heard from Spence in a long time. Ain't tweeted nothing. He got the memo. Sent him that message. You remember? I sent that message. Nobody was talking about him. Sent that message and he got the message loud and clear. Ain't nothing else he got to prove. I see some of them content creators out there. Man, God damn. I see y'all out there. Y'all, oh, Spence being loyal, this and that. Why he being loyal? Look, let me try to break it down to you guys real quick. You been with this girl, right? This is for all the guys. Been with this girl a long time, been holding her down. I mean, you even putting it down. But then she go and she find what? Something bigger and better. And then she leave you. How you feel? Think about that. How you feel? So when you talk about PBC and you talk about Al Heyman and all of them, and you're seeing the situation they in and they down bad and all of this stuff, right? Spencer's staying loyal. That's what he's doing. He's staying loyal, regardless of what they're going through. You want to know why? Because the history that they built. That's what's important. The history that they built. Something happened to Spence. Guess who's gonna be there? If he can, if he's still around. Heyman gonna be there at his funeral. Absolutely. That's the type of loyalty that I'm talking about. Even when you down bad, that chick is riding with you. That's what's going on. Yes, Spence is gonna retire. He ain't got nothing else to prove. Spence a Hall of Famer. I don't care what anybody say. Spence a Hall of Famer. If he didn't get in that car accident, if Spence lived a little bit better during his life, and you know what? He don't regret anything. I'm sure he don't regret. Maybe he might even regret that, but I'm just saying. I'm not in his body. I'm not in his mind. But I'm just saying. He would have been a problem even longer at 54. But with that accident and everything he went through, guys, it definitely shortened his career. Choices outside the ring definitely affected him. That accident has definitely affected him. Took his vision. All right? He got a lot of heart. Got a lot of heart. You know, his heart is in the game. But his mind is telling him like, I got to get right. I don't feel it yet. So it might take him a little bit longer. But it's all good. Hey, I'm going to get to them super chats. I'm gonna cook a minute. I'm gonna get back to those super chats real quick. Hold up. Hey, champ, salute to you. No, forget it. I'll get it right now. Tech, go scup. Dumb dad. Hey, appreciate you. Appreciate the super chat. It says, hey, champ, salute to you. Spence got enough money. Got a future in boxing outside the ring. As long as he wants to stick around boxing. That's true. That's facts. He got a brilliant mind. He does. Yeah, Spence does got a brilliant mind of boxing. He knows what he's doing. He know what he's talking about. Yeah, and he got a cold way of delivering it too. And he respected by a lot of people. You know, it's funny, you know, everybody's like, man, Tim, you so wishy-washy and so this and that and the third. You know, the fans are wishy-washy, man. But you got the true ones like y'all that tune in, yo. I appreciate y'all, right? When y'all have y'all time, y'all tune in. I appreciate that. But fans are wishy-washy too. Yes, they are. 1 minute when you're on the up and up and you looking good, right? And you doing your thing in the sport, then the next minute, what happened? If you lose, then all the fans, they turn. They turn the corner and they wait on the next dude. Yeah. You know, everybody like, oh, Tim, how you gonna say, you gonna call a grown ass man and take Davis? Tim, how do you call him, you know, a piece of shit? And then the next word or the next sentence you say, damn, hey, I'm a fan. I'm gonna tell you how. Because I recognize game. I'm analyzing what Tank has been doing of late. I gotta be a little bit more specific with you guys, man. You know, especially the ones that kind of take off. They take off with what I say and they go create content because that's the only way they can get clicks. That's the only way they can get clicks. They gotta talk about Tim Bradley. What did Tim Bradley say today? So I can make a video about Tim Bradley so I can go and get clicks. That's facts, family. Chat, that's facts. That's what they do. You feel me? Look, I told y'all I live 5 minutes away from the beach. I told y'all. Look, y'all think I'm playing? Y'all think I'm playing? I'm not playing. What I be saying is facts, man. Chris, I appreciate you, dog. No doubt with the super chat, man. Joe, I've been a fan of yours since everyone hated you because you beat up Pacquiao, man. Yep. I thought you won. I appreciate that, yo. I appreciate that. Everybody has their opinion about it. It's on my resume. However, that's not the fight that got me in the Hall of Fame. I'm letting y'all know right now. That's not the fight. That's not the fight. It's all the fights that got me into the Pacquiao fight. Not many people give me credit for it. Not many people. They don't give me credit for it. It is what it is. It's fine. I'm okay with that. Whether you felt I won, I felt I won, you felt I won. I thought it was a close match. However, not everybody give me credit for that. But I tell you this, and no disrespect to Pacquiao, but I must say this, because it's on my heart. I ain't never been face down, ass up, ever. And the dude that did that to him was easy work. Easy work. Marquez was easy work. Just saying. Didn't struggle against him, but Pac, hell of a fighter. Best fighter I ever been in the ring with. Respect him wholeheartedly. Paid me a shitload of money. Made a lot of money with Pacquiao. Very honorable person. You know, I'll tell you a secret about Pacquiao. I had a conversation with Pacquiao before the first fight. You want to know what he told me? And this is why I respect him. But I had to clap back at all the haters, man. And I had to be me. Haterade. Anyways, he told me, he said, Tim, is that good? And I'm like, good? What's good? He said, the money you're making. He said, is that going to help you and your family? And I said, it's more than good, Pac. I said, I appreciate the opportunity. That's when I knew Pac was a real one. After saying, when he said that, I said, Pac a real one, dog. He a real one. He said, that's for you and your family. I said, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Pacquiao. And that's why I got a lot of respect for Pacquiao. I do. But anyways, let's move on. Everybody's always like, man, look, hey, why you always hating on Canelo Alvarez and all this stuff? Not hating on Canelo Alvarez. You know, when you speak the truth, it touches people. You know, he got fans and fans get emotional. And I'm sorry, you guys get emotional. It is what it is. You want to know, you really want to know why? I'm going to tell you why the Crawford fight is happening. The Crawford fight is happening because y'all fans, Canelo Alvarez fans, Your boy did not want to see Benavidez. The fight that everybody want to see is Benavidez, but the next best thing for he can make money, the money that he's making right now, guess what? He got to fight Crawford, because all those other guys at 168, they don't push the needle like Crawford. He got to fight a small guy. That's why. Because Crawford, right? One of the best fighters of this generation. He get in there in the ring with him, everybody's going to watch. Everybody's going to tune in. Everybody want to see if he can be great. They want to see greatness. They want to see if he can get it done. That's why the fight is happening. Because Canelo been ducking Benavidez all these years. And he's kind of ran out of opponents. And you get tired of chasing somebody, man. You get tired of that. And y'all going to have, and I already know, the Canelo fans, well, he offered him this. Dude, it was 2.5 years, almost 3 years before Canelo decided, oh, well, I'll fight him now. Oh, well, he moved up to 75. I know the games, yo. I know the game. Time ago. That's the reason why Crawford is fighting Canelo. Ain't nobody gonna generate the type of money that Crawford's gonna generate with Canelo. None of those guys, not no M. Billy, none of those other guys can generate what him and Crawford's gonna do. But you know what it probably do better? That Benavidez fight. But your boy don't want to do. He not ducking him. He not ducking him. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Keep saying that. And the same thing applies to Tank Davis. I told y'all it's fair game. I know what the deal is with Tank. I told you guys already. But it's fair game to say the same thing about Tank. The same thing about the Shakur fight. And then you see the I get what you're gonna say and all of this stuff. It go both ways. It go both ways. I'm gonna let y'all know, shut up and just make the fight. It's that simple. Shut up and make the fight. Don't cry about it. You feel me? Everybody, and it's crazy. You know what? I'll tell you another thing. What's crazy to me is how the media included, everybody sit up and say, Tank ain't fought nobody. Tank ain't this. Tank ain't that. Tank needs to fight a fighter. This and all this and the third. But why is everybody chasing Tank? 1. 2, and this ain't defending Tank. This is the real. This ain't defending him. I'm just giving y'all a different look at it. Why is everybody chasing him? And why is he the #1 fighter at lightweight? Why is he the #1 fighter at lightweight? In most people's eyes, he's the #1 lightweight in the world. He ain't fought nobody. He ain't fought no A guy. Can somebody please explain that to me? Please. And everybody chasing him. See, Tank has a strap, or he does have a strap. All right, one more thing. I gotta get off. Then I'm gonna start answering some of these questions. You know, everybody's saying that I'm crazy because I think the way I think and I have my own opinion, and everybody's trying to at least say, well, I'm wrong. It's my opinion. What makes your opinion more valid than mine? It's my opinion. Just like you have your opinion, I have my opinion, right, guys? And I'm sure, again, a lot of content creators going to come out and they're going to take this video and they're going to post it and they're going to do certain things with it, and that's fine. Do what you do. Do what you do. You feel me? But Turki Alalshikh, let's talk about him. Turki Alalshikh. Let's talk about Turki. Turki, if you're watching, you know why we don't mix. You want to know why I read through all the stuff you're doing? Like everybody, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Everybody's sitting there like, he's great for boxing. He's this and that. And, oh, he's putting on the best events. And oh my gosh, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Turkey. All right, you're putting on great events. You are. The best cards I've ever seen in the history of boxing. But are you really hurting? Are you really helping boxing? Right? When you're sick, people, I'm gonna stop. When you're sick, you go to the doctor. You go to the doctor because you want to get to the root of the problem. You don't go to the doctor just, hey, so he can prescribe you some medication. That's what I feel Turki is. He's just prescribing some medication. He putting a little Band-Aid on it. That's what he doing, a Band-Aid. And sooner or later, that Band-Aid, when he gone, or if he decide, you rip that Band-Aid off, boxing gonna be right where it is. So my point is, look, you wanna help boxing? I'm gonna tell you where you start. There's a lot of places you can start. Listen up. One place, Turki, Mr. Turki Alalshikh. Respect. Respect what you're doing. You're paying all the fighters a lot of money. They'll never see it ever again. I respect that. That's great. But there's guys that came before us that are hurting. They have no insurance, no pension, no type of investments, a lot of shit going wrong with them, and they have no backing. Why don't you put together something for those guys, the ones that came before us, and let's set a plan for the ones for today as well. There's no pension plan. The only organization I would say, and its commission, is California Commission that sets up a pension plan for fighters. There's fighters out here doing bad. I see them. I went to the Hall of Fame and I saw them walking around. They ain't got a pot to piss in. Put their life on the line. You say you care about the sport? Well, then care about the sport the right way. Not just infusing a lot of money in the sport and paying guys this and having concerts and all that and spending $70, $120 million in an event, $150 million in one event. There's other ways to really care about the sport. That's one. Another thing is the drug testing that's going on. All these dudes are using performance enhancement drugs. I don't give a damn what anybody say. They are. But guess what they not doing? They not testing. And the testing is not done enough. It's not done enough throughout the sport. Why don't you put something together like that, Turki? Why don't you get some money together and you go and you make sure that all these guys are getting tested all at the top level? You know, a year-round basis. You know, on a consistent basis. You know, put something like that together. You feel me? What about a union for fighters? What about a union? Why don't you help us build a union to where the fighters can stand strong and go against their promoter or whatever? Why don't you actually help give us a world boxing council, something that look over the entire, I know they got the WBC, but you know what I mean. Something to oversee like the NFL and the NBA and all that. Give us something like that. You can have a headquarters in America, and you can have a headquarters over there. And they can all work together to bring boxing back together, yo. The right way. You do stuff like that, then you get my attention. You do stuff like that, then I get behind you. I get behind you, Turki, for real. Because that's what boxing really needs. Because again, when you gone, Turki, if you decide to go, we're going to be back to square one. You made some great fights, but boxing ain't changed a thing. You ain't changed shit. So my viewpoint is different than y'all viewpoint. Y'all getting the fights that y'all want, which is great. It's fantastic. But that's not going to solve all the issues that boxing has. We need one governing body looking over the entire sport. Anybody that got money that can do it is them. Turki Alalshikh and Riyadh Season, they the ones that can do it. So, help the retired. Give me some pension. Start a boxing union. Help with the drug testing in boxing. You do those things, you're a winner to me. All right, I got a super chat real quick. Hold up. All right, Tech Dumb Dad, watch the union talk, champ. The whole business will come after you. Listen to me. It is what it is. The whole union, the whole boxing to come after you. You can change the name from boxing union, whatever, but you know what I mean. You guys know exactly what I mean. The fighters, we need that. We need a voice. We need a voice, right? Somebody that's gonna be in a positive light. Somebody that can talk to these promoters or whatever. But again, if we have a something guarding all of us and protecting all of us, a huge entity looking out, making sure everybody's doing the right thing, then we ain't gotta worry about that, right? But we ain't got no retirement plan, no nothing. I set up my own retirement plan. I set up my own pension plan. I did that with my wife. I appreciate the super chat. I set that up. Not boxing. And nobody helped me. The financial literacy didn't have it. Nobody helped me. I had to learn all of that. Anyways, blood sport don't need a union. How? Okay. That's what you think. You ain't never fought before, huh? Ask all the other boxers out there. If you fought before, then you understand. See, a lot of the shit that I talk about, it's just I'm on a different level. A lot of people can't comprehend because I'm on a different level. If you ain't never been a business owner and you don't understand how having a loyal employee is, because they don't exist anymore. If you don't own a business, you won't know what I'm talking about. I'm a business owner too. Yes. Having loyal employees are fantastic to have. Dependable people. They like family. You wouldn't understand that because, again, if you're a business owner, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about own the business. I'm not talking about run the business. I'm talking about own the business. It's different. What's up, Tim? Are you going to the Benavidez fight? No, not going to the Benavidez fight. No, not at all. Not at all. There's a lot that needs to be done in the sport, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man.
Buying the Ring magazine just to support your narrative or whatever it is, that's okay. Putting on boxing events, there's promoters out there that's putting on boxing events all the time. I get it. So a little bit more haterade. It is all good. Hey, I appreciate it. To super chat, let's see. Chocolatito and Estrada were skilled, but underpaid. Yeah. And oh shit, almost forgot. One more. Hey, I appreciate the super chat, Byron. I appreciate it. Thank you. Real quick. What about the women boxing? What about the women boxing? Jake Paul, the only one that cares about women boxing. You know, I ain't seen, maybe there's been women boxing on Turki Alalshikh's cards or whatever, but they ain't been uplifted. Not like Jake Paul did with Serrano. You know, they get in the equation too. The women get in the equation too. You know, Carissa Shields, she ain't paid me nothing. I don't even know Carissa Shields like that, but Carissa Shields, the best woman fighter in the world, and she ain't on no Turkey card. Ain't supporting the women. You know, he's fantastic for boxing. He's this, that, and third. Okay. There's others out there, man. There's other ways that this man can help and make boxing better. All right. They're worse than the WNBA. No, they not. No. Come on, man. That Serrano Taylor fight. Come on, bro. They not worse than the WNBA, bro. You know. No. No, they not.
Yeah.
And they look better than a lot of girls from the WNBA too. That's facts.
Sweet.
Way better. You need to be mad at Top Rank. Nah, I'm just gonna let that be. I'm gonna let that be. I'm not even gonna answer that question. Making a lot of good points. Hey, you know what? I just found out today that I'm bipolar. I found out today that every man is bipolar. We think with two heads. See if that went over your head. See if that went over your head. We think with two heads. Anyways, nah, but motherfuckers think, you know, look, I sit down, I think about things a little bit different than most folks. That's why y'all here. Y'all already know. I appreciate you guys. Oh, hey, pause is right. Pause is right. But hey, man, if you didn't know you were bipolar, you are. You're bipolar. Every man in the world is bipolar. They think with two heads. If you didn't know that, now you know. Anyways, peep game. Look at this beautiful beach. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. You see that? Welcome to my world. Look at the sunshine. Look. Let me just blind you with the sun. Look at this. Oh my God. Y'all see that? Isn't that beautiful? Yes. That's weird, Tim. Yeah. Nah, it ain't weird. It's through hard work and planning. Hard work and planning and executing. That's what it's about. It's through hard work and planning. And if you know what beach that is, you know. You know. That's just what it is. I don't think you can name 10 female boxers and be covering them, Tim. 10 female boxers? Probably not. Probably not. But I know who the best are. I know who the best are, and I know who everybody wants to see. Yep. I know who the best are. And look, a lot of the other, right, content creators and stuff, right? And even fans including. See, the difference between myself and a lot of other people is that you guys can articulate it very well. All right. A lot of you guys are educated. Some of you are not. You can speak very well. You can talk. You got a mouthpiece on you, right? You follow the sport. You say a lot of the shit that you hear, right? You can argue your points. You know the history of the fighters and all of that shit. But I'll tell you one thing you can't do. You can't tell a motherfucker how it feels to go 12 rounds. You can't tell a motherfucker how it feels to walk out in front of 20,000 people. You can't tell a motherfucker how it feels to get hit in the face with a brick. Not unless you got hit in the face with a brick. You can't, that's the part that it can't be duplicated. You gotta actually go through it. You actually gotta go through a career to understand what the shit I'm saying. But see, the ones that are here to hear the truth. To hear the truth. Let me see. Till there be a future showdown with the ring between you and... No. I've already answered this question before. I have nothing to do with that man. I'm a Hall of Famer. That dude's a bum. I don't fight bums. I don't promote bum fighting. I promote championship boxing. That's what I promote. You get cooked in a debate, right? You know more about inside the ring. Yeah, absolutely. See, a lot of y'all follow the sport. Y'all follow all the interviews and all the other shit that goes on in the sport. Y'all follow all of that. I do a little bit. X and O's, that's my thing. I like X and O's. I talk a little bit about the nature of the sport, the nature about the fighter. I take a little bit about, what goes on outside the ring with the fighters. But, that's what y'all do. And that's all right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You feel me? But again, the difference is I've been there and I've done that. That's the difference. you know. So, anyways, yeah, I'm on a stroll. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I did lose some weight. I did lose some weight. Northern Smog, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Appreciate the super chat. No doubt. Ever think about getting back in there, Tim? Hell to the no. Hell no. No way. Boxing ring's a lonely place. You gotta have the nerves. You gotta have the nerves for it, and you gotta have the heart for it, and you also gotta have the body to be able to do it. See, I didn't lie to myself. A lot of fighters we do. We cover up. We cover up a multitude of things. That's what fighters do. You know, we've been groomed to hide emotions, hide feeling. We've been groomed to do that because we gotta have a poker face inside that ring. Even when shit hurt, we gotta have a poker face. We're taught that to stay resilient. Don't show any weakness. So when we feel certain things, we ignore it. We know it's there, but we ignore it, or at least we try to ignore it. But sooner or later, it comes to the light inside the ring. Sooner or later, it does. You know, I pay attention to my body. I pay attention to how I felt. I knew that my time was up, and that's the reason why I was like, yo, I'm done. Let me make sure, let me throw enough money to be good. Let me make sure I got all my ducks in order. Let me make sure that my kids' college is all paid for, up for. I don't want no loans for my kids when they go to college. No loans at all. I want to make sure I ain't got no mortgages. No car payments. See, a lot of Americans, a lot of people, they use debt to create wealth. That's not me. I was raised up. Didn't have a whole lot of, my parents didn't have a whole lot of money. There were times when we were poor. Real poor. There were times when we was good, you know, but it went up and down. It fluctuated. I didn't want that, you know. Everybody's saying there's a hood in Palm Springs. Yes, there is a hood in every place. There's a hood in Palm Springs, absolutely. And that's where I'm from. One of them. There's many in Palm Springs. Let me see. It was good to see your face on camera again. Timothy, keep up great work. Hey, I really appreciate that. All love. Thank you. Let me see what else is good. None of these people. You ain't got to prove nothing. I know I don't. I know I don't. I know I don't. And it said Palm Springs, and then you put happy. You laughing face. That's hilarious. Yeah. Y'all think I'm playing. You end up in the wrong side. It's called North Palm Springs. You end up in that area right there, and you wearing the wrong color, you ain't coming out. That's all I'm gonna say. You are not coming out. So that's all I'm gonna tell you. Career age is like fine wine. Look, I'm down 15. I'm gonna let y'all. Hey, I was 215. At the beginning of the year, I was 215. I was huge. Everybody, I see all comments and stuff like that. Everybody was like, yo, Tim, get back in the gym. I see all the comments and stuff, and I know I needed to. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm out here walking. I'm out here getting it in. You know, I'm staying consistent. That's what it's about. It's about staying consistent. Stay consistent, yo. Every day. Whatever your goals are, do something towards it every single day. Stay consistent. Oh, my bad. Turned around real quick. Almost ran into a gentleman. Stay consistent, yo. That's what it's about. Whatever it is, whatever goals you set, try to meet them. But it's all about staying consistent. And sometimes you might get detoured, take a little detour. But just make sure you get back on that horse, yo. That's it. You know, you're on your plan, you're dieting, and so you have a weekend. Oh man, I go out, you drinking, or you're hanging out with and with the family and stuff, barbecuing. All right, cool, that's cool. Enjoy yourself. Because it's about balance, right? But then get back on your plan. Get back on your plan on Monday. That's it. Look, and I'm not gonna sit up here and say that everything was always copacetic. Dude, we struggle. struggled along the way, but that struggle got me ready for today. That struggle, when I persevered through all the struggles that I went through in my life, I made some bad choices in my life. You know, I was disloyal to friends. Like all of these things that I'm sharing with you guys, man, I lived it. So when I say it, it's because I lived it, yo. And I'm just trying to just put y'all up on game. I'm telling y'all about how important it is. And once I realized how important loyalty is and how it can help you, you know, and of course, sometimes loyalty can be the trust. If you can't trust somebody, then it's hard to be loyal to somebody. It really is. And once that trust is broken, it's hard to really gain that back. All right? It is. It's hard to gain that back. Let me see some of these. Let me come see some of these comments. Thanks for the words, Tim. You're inspiring, bro. Hey, look. Hey, I appreciate you guys that's tuning in, for real. I know you guys are taking time out of your day. Time is a valuable thing. We don't get a whole lot of time. I'm letting y'all know we don't. So the time, the way you spend your time, you know, is very important. So thank you for seeing what I had to say today. Thank you. Y'all understand now the reasoning why I feel the way I feel about certain things. Okay? I don't care if someone calls me a name. I'm past that. I'm a grown-ass man. You know? That's how I look at it. I view it. I'm a grown-ass man. I know who I am. I don't care if you call me names. I don't care that Javante was like, oh, you bitch. Okay. All right. I don't wear nail polish and I don't wear, I got a little bag, but a little bag like this, but bro, you better check yourself. You better check yourself, homeboy. You feel me? So, and you know, I clap back like that. That's how I am. But does it affect me? No, it don't affect me at all. Because I've said some things about Tank in the past. I have. And you think he gonna forgive me right off? Like, no, he ain't gonna forgive me. It's my opinion. I like where he's headed. Keep it up. Keep it up, Tank. You know? Be a light, not darkness. Let's see. That's why I love his perspective. It's honest. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Tim with a whoop Tank. Hey, look. I don't want to. How many subscribers are you aiming for? Bro, look. I'm on this thing, man, because look, it's different when you're able to communicate. You know, there's a lot of smart guys out there in boxing. There's a lot of guys that, you know, you can listen to or whatnot. But from a different perspective and somebody that has actually done it, man. And now I'm on a different side of the table. I'm in the media now, you know. I'm talking, I'm controlling the narrative now, you know. I'm telling you guys have connection or communication with me firsthand. I'm on this live, yo. I'm on this live right here. And I'm on this live just to talk to you guys, the real fans, the real ones out here. But right now it's like, I think it's like 5,000 or something like that. Which is cool, you know. Almost 2 months, that's not bad at all. You know, I see some channels, some guys that's in the industry, they don't have as many as I have right now, but I appreciate, just make sure, hate me or love me, yo, just make sure to hit the subscribe button, because you're going to be back. You're going to be back for that haterade. Yes, you're going to be back. No doubt. And everybody's worried about me with the whole ESPN thing. Don't worry about me, I'm good. You know, ESPN has been loyal to me. I've grown with ESPN. They've been loyal to me, and everybody's saying, well, ESPN wasn't loyal to this guy or that guy, this guy. That's just numbers. That's just business. That's all that is. Has nothing to do with the work that any of these other guys that either got let go from ESPN. It's just a numbers game. It's a business. That's all it is. It's a numbers game. And so whatever it is, whatever God, whatever faith is at, it's just what it is. You know, I'm good either way. You know, and I'm sure I'll find a home somewhere. Look, boxing, I'm not gonna lie, boxing's, man, I love this so much. I love boxing so much. Boxing has given me so much. It's taken so much from me. However, like, I need it in my life. I do. I like to communicate with my fans. I like to talk to you guys, man. I like to give my point across. I love this, man. I love what I do. So whether I'm with ESPN or not, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna keep doing my thing, and that's it. And ain't nothing gonna stop me. Nothing gonna stop me. I'm gonna just keep doing me. That's what I've always have done since I was a little kid, having the dream to become a world champion. And I surpassed all of my dreams, right? Surpassed all of them. Look, there's some people, yo, that they work their behind off, they do everything right, and they still don't make it. It's destined. I'm destined. I don't know what it is, but I'm destined. You know, that's just it. So let's see. Much love to Max Kellerman. Hope he's doing good. Max is golden. Max Kellerman is paid. He on vacation right now. He probably on the island somewhere. Max ain't worrying about nothing. He been taken care of, man. Yeah. You still with Pro Box? Something like that. Something like that. Pro Box. I like Gary. Gary's a good dude. Something like that for sure. Absolutely. Love. Let me see. Hold on. This guy at the Diddy party. You silly. I've never look. I never in my life partied with a celebrity. I've never been to Hollywood and partied with any celebrities. I've seen several celebrities out in public that say what's up. And so I surprised the hell out of me that they knew who I was. You know, these are A-listers, you know. Cat Williams, met him. Coolest dude in the world. Dopest mind, and one of the dopest minds I've ever came across. Sitting there, he's smooth. Smooth, man. Very articulate, calm, cool, collected. Very thoughtful, deep thinker. Sat next to him during the fight. Met him, good dude. But I don't party like that. I don't do that. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it by myself. You feel me? I'm gonna go somewhere by myself and do what I'm gonna do. That's it. You know? So nah, no Diddy party. Nah. Nope. Anyways, let's see. Cat and Chappelle. Oh, I met Chappelle too. Yeah, you ain't lying. Damn, who? Yeah, I did meet Chappelle. Chappelle was dope. I like Chappelle too, man. Real good dude. I sat there and I talked to him for about an hour backstage. It was in New York for about an hour. I had him back there rolling. He was laughing. He was like, man, you should think about comedy. I said, hell no, I ain't doing no comedy, Roy. But yeah, Chappelle was a good guy too, man. Real good dude. Very down to earth. Very knowledgeable. Extremely knowledgeable dude, man. He was talking about all kind of things that goes on in the world. It's me, Danny. What's up? What's up, Danny? How you doing, man? I work in plant. Oh, you do? You work in plant? Oh, I'm not sure what that means, man. Man, Jimmy, if Bud was to knock out Canelo Alvarez, bro, that'd be, that's highly doubtful. But dude, that would turn the world upside down. I feel sorry. I feel sorry for the Canelo fans. If something like that was ever to happen, bro, I'm not gonna lie. We'll probably have so many people jumping off the bridge. You know, and I don't. Listen to me. Do not jump off the bridge if some stuff like that pop off at the fight. I highly doubt it. But don't go jumping off the bridge and stuff like that. Lose your damn mind. Please don't do that. Tim Polly and Manny was on PEDs. See, I can't talk. Look, I feel that 99.9% of fighters are on PEDs. And I put them all in the bag because if they're not taking the year-round drug testing, and if it's not as often as it needs to be, Earl Spence said it. Earl Spence ain't said nothing in a long time. In a long time, Earl Spence ain't said anything at all. All Earl Spence said was he said, boxing is effed up. He from the outside looking in now. Just, it's effed up. He's like, I can be literally in the lab training, pumping stuff in my system, getting it out of my system weeks before the fight, come in and kill somebody. Boxing is effed up. And you know, think about every other sport. It's not as dangerous as boxing. Boxing is so dangerous. You got to be at your absolute best. It's the one-on-one sport, combat sport. You got baseball players using performance enhancement drugs so they can hit harder. Okay? They can stay more consistent. And now imagine a fighter's mindset and what he's going through. And baseball players, they get their check no matter what. Boxers, we going to get our check, but well, guess what? We're going to see a decrease if we lose. So if baseball players doing it, soccer players and all these other football players are doing it, the hardest sport in the world, boxing, what do you think? They all, man, come on, think about the mindset. Now, I'm sure there's clean guys out there. I'm sure there is. There are definitely clean guys out there, but I'm putting them all in a bucket. And I'm saying, if you're not testing on a regular, then there's a huge possibility. That's all I'm saying. There's a huge possibility. And that's not great for the sport at all. Fighters' lives are at risk every time we step foot in that ring. And when you leave that ring, I tell y'all all the time, you're not the same fighter, man. I'm not the same person. I used to have that conversation with my wife all the time. Not the same person, baby. Different. And that's what she got to deal with and see. And that's what Spence got to think about. What type of years, what type of life he want to live 20 years from now, 30 years from now? What type of life you want? That's why I retired. I was like, man, I'm 33. Dang, I can use a few more M's, but you know what? I'm good. Established myself the right way, made some right investments and stuff. I'm all right. Family's good. We set it up. Yeah, I can go get some more M's, but that come at a cost. How do I want to live my life 20, 30 years from now? I want to have some sense left. If I can prolong whatever's going to happen, because, you know, CTE is bound to happen because we know as fighters, we're taking punches and getting hit upside the damn head. Okay? Oh, I see a Ryan Garcia going. See, the reason why Ryan Garcia don't want that test is because, first of all, Victor Conte ain't got nothing to do with VADA. I don't know what he's talking about. All Victor do is he promotes VADA. He promotes the shit out of it because he knows that they're the best company out there. And if you know anything about the great Margaret Goodman, she's fantastic, very honorable lady, has integrity of the sport, wants the sport to be better. You know, he ain't got nothing to do with any testing or nothing. See, that's where the media can misconstrue you. You getting hit from here. I know. I talk to these people. He ain't got nothing to do with VADA. He got a snack company. That's a whole different entity. And I know everybody's always talking about, well, snack is this, snack is that. And it's his history and, you know, what he's done in the past and all of that. That dude went to prison for that, man. And he got lucky. He took a plea deal and he got lucky. Now imagine him getting caught up in that again. Imagine that. Getting caught up in that again. How long he gonna spend inside the pen? He probably get life. So, anyways, back to Ryan. He shined away from the hardest test in the business. See, VADA, they have more testing protocols than any other company. More than WADA, more than USADA. Okay? They test you for a range of things. All right? That, I don't know. I'm not saying that he using something, but I'm just saying he using Victor Conte as an excuse. But see, all these other companies ain't gonna catch what was in his system the first time. They not. See, VADA, they test for everything. Everything. And they cost more money too. So when I hear, this is what I gather. When I hear him complaining about Victor Conte and all this other stuff, and not the testing itself, and he's talking about, I want to use this company. Guess who else wants to use the same company that he's talking to and alluding to, the USADA? Marquez. The same Marquez that knocked out Manny Pacquiao. Think about that. And y'all know what time it is. Y'all smart. Y'all see it. So that's what comes to my mind. Stop running away from the test. Stop running away from the 360, Ryan. Victor Conte ain't got nothing to do with you testing dirty. I understand exactly what happened. I heard the story. I heard the product you took and what was in the product and something fishy happened and something whatever. I heard all of that. However, it ended up in your possession, big dog. And I know how the system works. They can't put nothing in that thing. Once that urine is sealed, once that blood is sealed, the only people that can open that up is the factory itself. The factory itself, and it's not a VADA factory. It's an outside source. It's one of the. I think it's you got two of them. There's one in Utah and then there's one in LA. I think UNLV might do it. And there's no names on the labels. No names. They serial numbers. No names on the labels. All right. I used to take those tests all the time, and I wasn't involved in the year-round drug testing as well. And I've been tested even when I wasn't fighting. I was tested. And they just pop up on you randomly. You think you on vacation. You think you somewhere in Jamaica, you having fun. And next thing you know, they calling you like, yo, where you at? Huh? You in Jamaica? What? Yeah, where you at? Need to know your location. We're here to test you. And then once they get you in sight, you can't get out of their sight. They're going to follow you wherever you go. Ain't nothing you can do. It's serious. And it needs to be done. I'll be walking around like a regular person. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Smooth. Oh, yeah. That's what it's all about. Let's see. There is another stream. Revenue. Blah, blah, blah. Any fast food recommendations? You know I like to eat. But, nah, I ain't got no recommendations, man. Let me see. How did Marquez punch? Marquez punch, it felt like I got hit in the face with a big ass, like a brick. Big ass brick, heavy brick hit me in the face. Pacquiao felt like when he hit me, it felt like a shock through my body. And it'd go like from my head all the way down to my toes and back up. That shit was a shock, pow. And it kind of frees you for a split second. So, but it felt like getting hit with a brick. It was heavy. It was heavy. You see him how he be popping those speed bags and stuff, Marquez? You know, it was heavy, just like boom, like damn, you know, and it kind of pushed you back like this when you get hit with him. Boom, you're like, ooh, I don't want to get hit with that no more. He hit me with 2 uppercuts in the first round, and I was like, oh, hell no. Hell no. You ain't hit me with them joints again. He never landed that uppercut again. Hell no. You think Tank and Raymond Morataya happens? Yeah, I think so. I mean, not Tank, excuse me. You said Keyshawn, my bad. Keyshawn. Yeah, I think that happens. Both of them got to win, though. You know, you still got to look, we can sit here and we can say this guy's going to win, but they still got to go in there and they got to execute. They got to win. You know, and you just never know. You never know how the fighter training camp went. They lie. We lie all the time. Fighters, again, we cover up. Whatever's really going on, we cover it up. We lie. Yes. The power of the tongue is a motherfucker, bro. And that's for everybody. The power of the tongue ain't no joke. If you sit there and you let somebody talk to you long enough, they can convince you to take off your damn clothes. Hello. I'm telling you, be careful. Be careful out there. Pay attention to people's actions, yo. They speak louder. They speak louder. Yeah, I think, Keyshawn and Morataya is definitely a banger. For sure, a banger. That's a hell of a fight. Oh, yeah, and I think it happens. They both got to win. If they win, then you could, there's a possibility you're going to see a unification match. Absolutely. That would be off the meat rack. For sure. Oh, man. Let's see. What do you think about the kids? 8, 9. All right, let's talk about something real quick. Let me talk about something. 8, 6. So you brought up the kids. See, one of the things that people need to understand is that a lot of the damage, right? A lot of the damage that fighters we endure, it happens in training. A lot of the stuff happens in training. You know, you're losing weight. You know, we're not going 150%. You know, in sparring, you're not. You're not. You know, you're just not. I mean, you're going through the motions sometimes. Some days feel better than others. You're losing weight. On top of that, and you receive a lot of damage because guys are in there trying to make an example out of you and trying to pump themselves up, especially sparring partners. When you get to the world championship level, they come in and trying to hurt you. They trying to hurt you. They trying to make a name out of themselves inside the gym on your name. Ooh, I did this to Tim Bradley. Ooh, I did this to this dude. I did that to that dude. That's why you hear all this sparring stuff and stories and stuff like that. That's bullshit. And fighters that run around with that and be like, well, I sparred him and I got a best one. That's bullshit. You didn't get the real. Go in the ring and fight him on fight night. Completely different animal. There was a lot of times I got my ass whooped in practice. Hey, I used to pay guys to come in and whoop my ass. I used to pay guys extra money. If there's a specific punch that I don't want to get hit with, I used to pay them extra money. $100 a right hand. You land a right hand on me, $100. Just to be ready for a fight. But the damage, let me get back to the point. The damage that a lot of these fighters take throughout training has a lot to do with the longevity in their careers. It's tied to that as well. Okay? When you having 300, 400 amateur fights, there's a lot. That's a lot of wear and tear. That's a lot of hits upside your head. And now boxing is kind of going back to the old way where you don't wear headgear. You know, when you get to a certain point at the elite level in amateurs, you don't wear headgear anymore. So you taking shots now. You know, it's getting you ready for the pros, yeah, but you taking shots. So be smart. A couple of days a week of sparring is great. And if you really want to be smart, some days, right? If you do 3 days a week, because I know some trainers, they do 3 days a week. They'll do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Have one of those days light. I used to do a thing called offense and defense with a sparring partner. Maybe a little lighter fighter. Offense and defense. I go on defense, he goes on offense, vice versa. And we go through the motions. We go through sequences, you know, shadow boxing against each other instead of pounding each other. Every fucking sparring session is a war. No, it don't have to be. And you have the same effect. You get the same workout, the same exact workout. You're working on your reflexes. You're working on your knowledge in the game, you know, your instinct in the game. All you got to do is see the punches and you know what to do with them. So that's game for you guys. All right. Every sparring session ain't got to be a killer sparring session. All right. Because again, the damage you receive during training, it's much more than the damage that you receive when you're in an actual fight. All right. Who you want to see Abdullah fight in 2025? Look, this is what I believe. I believe that every fighter needs to be tested to at a certain point. I believe that, yeah, you get a couple of gimme fights. And I only say that because this is how Thompson Boxing built me. All right. I got to about my 8th fight. I had about 6 gimmies. Then I had a test. And then I had another test. I fought for the youth title against an undefeated guy, Eli Otteson. And he was a boxer, real good boxer, threw a lot of combinations, fast hands. You know, wasn't a very big puncher, but he was dangerous. It was a really good test for me. You know, I feel like you have a couple of fights and you should be tested. A couple of fights and then you should be tested again. You know, so that way, when you do get to the championship, your ass don't get knocked off right away. You see some matchmakers get these fighters knocked off right as soon as they step up. Boom, it's over. Oh, my God. So after the last performance from Abdullah Mason, he's going to learn a whole hell of a lot. He learned a whole hell of a lot about himself, right? But also he went back to the drawing board. It was good that he went through that because moving forward, he's going to be fighting punchers in this division, heavy punchers in this division. And he know now that he got to slow things down. You know, you heard that story about, you know, the sheep on the hill, you know, sheep down. You got the father and the son sitting down there, right? And he's like, yo, I want y'all heard the story. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Take your time. You ain't got to rush things. He could have got that knockout maybe 6 after 6. He could have got that knockout maybe at 6. He didn't have to rush. That didn't have to happen, but he rushes everything, and that's what happened. So now he gonna learn. But to your question, I want to see him against another puncher. That's what I want to see him against. I'm not sure the guy who he's facing right now. I haven't looked at that schedule yet, but I will. But I want to see him against another puncher. It's like, yo, you got to graduate this. This is part of boxing. You're going to get in there with a guy that can punch. So you got to be able to deal with that. That's just it. So it was the left hook, I believe. Yeah, it was the left hook that caught him. You know, and it's because he stepped back. He always steps back, and he shoots that uppercut. That's the reason why. And the guy was well schooled. He watched video. A lot of fighters don't watch video. They don't watch video of their opposition. This dude, he knew exactly the mistake that he made, and he made him pay for it. He set his ass up for it. He waited on it. As soon as he saw that movement, he said, oh yeah, here it comes. Boom. Short left hook. And he landed that shot twice in a row. So, anyways, let's go. Let me see. Did success ruin Teo? No. Yes and no. Mainly, I would say no. It's just, how can I explain Teo? Well, it's really hard to really explain Teo because his 2 biggest wins, he didn't take advantage of it. One of them isn't totally his fault. All right, after he beat Lomachenko, it's not totally his fault. But the second time, it's his fault. Cause I heard that dog. I heard that dog, and I was about to go. Yo, yo, y'all heard that dog, man? You should. Did my eyes get big? I thought I was in the hood. I was about to roll out. Damn. Anyways, back on Teo real quick, man. Teo, I just feel like a lot of the decisions that he make are irrational. He's an emotional type of dude, you know, and his judgment is off. When you're emotional, your judgment becomes off. You know, I think that he does have a manager, and if your manager can get into your head and the fighter ultimately has the last say so, then, you know, this type of stuff is going to happen. I don't know who he's with. I don't know who he's affiliated with or not as far as the management goes or who's still looking after him. But it's just choices. Sometimes outside stuff can affect what goes on, again, with your career. I think that has a lot to do with it as well. We don't really talk about, or he doesn't really elaborate on what the issues is outside the ring either. He don't. It's private. I would just say that. But, you know, get in there and fight. Fulfill your contract. Stop running off. Stop looking like a hungry, thirsty motherfucker looking for money. Like, bro, get in there and fight. Fulfill your contract. That's all I'm saying. Fulfill your obligations. You fulfill your obligations, you can run off and do what the hell you want to do after that. But that's just game for me, because the longer he sits back and he waits, he gonna end up in the same position. He can't move. Ain't nothing he can do. Court or not. They gonna say, yo, they offer you this, he gonna be stuck. Career stagnant. He's getting older. He's wasting time. He's wasting a lot of time where he can make a lot of money. You know, but for me, I think that Teo's looking for, I'll tell you what he's looking for. He's looking for a Edgar Berlanga type of paycheck. That's what he's looking for. An Edgar Berlanga type of paycheck. He wants a big fight for big money, and so he can sit down. Because if he really wanted to fight, he'd be inside the ring. And he's not. And the fights have been lined up for him, and he hasn't taken those fights. So that tells you he don't want no smoke. He ain't real. Let's see. He deserves big bucks. Why do you feel that he deserves big bucks? So people get confused, right, with what you won, what you've accomplished versus what your market value is. It's different. Those are two different things. What's your market value? Look, let me give you an example. I'm a world champion. I'm fighting on the same card as Chavez Jr. Tell me why Chavez Jr. making more money than me. This dude was not that good. Market value. Teo has killed his market value. The times where he was looking like he was going to be the man, made some bad decisions. Choice of words came back and bit him in the ass as well. That's the issue. His market value isn't what he think it is because he beat Lomachenko and also Taylor. It's not. So that's what happens with fighters. They're like, yo, I'll beat this guy, I'll beat that guy. But you don't sell. If you're not able to fill up the small room at the Garden, you're not the biggest draw that you think you are. You're not. That's just it. Let me see what else we got. I know. Look. Two-time, whether you say two-time Undisputed, two-time ring magazine champion or ring champion. Like, I get it. Like, yeah, I get it. You right. But that's still ain't putting butts in the seats. You know? You selling out those arenas, then now you can ask for more. You feel your ratings is crazy high, now you can ask for more. You know, it's a working relationship. You making all the money, the promoter putting up all the money, and you ain't, and you know, you guys are partnership, and you making all the money, and the promoter ain't making nothing. Excuse me. That ain't how it works. The promoters ain't in the business to lose money. Not unless your name is Turki Alalshikh. Just saying. Tell what you think of Teo wanting to fight Crawford and talking shit about him. Crawford didn't take the bait. That's what I think about it. Crawford didn't take the bait. He didn't take the bait at all. Teo was trying to bark up that tree. He wanted that fight again. He's looking for a huge payday because the dude don't really want to do this. If he wanted to do this, he'd be in the ring fighting. Straight up. Haterade. Y'all already know. I'm telling you. I'm gonna have to create some drink called Haterade. Shit. Gatorade might sue me. It's too close. Hey, look. Hey, if y'all meet me in person, man, I talk a lot of shit, man. I ain't gonna lie, I talk a lot of shit. But it needs to be said. Right? But if y'all meet me in person, yo, for real, it be like we outside of the barbecue chilling, yo. I'm laid back, I'm cool, I'm approachable. You know, don't pop off. Don't pop off, because I'm going to hurt your feelings. You know, you pop off, I'm going to give you some clap back. And just trust me, you're not getting to me. But I am going to pop back at you. And sometimes when I'm in my ESPN form, I'm a different character. I have to be. I'm a different character than I am from ESPN to this because I have to be. See, this is my own platform. I could do and say some things. I got to stay in the guidelines. I have to stay in the guidelines, right? I can't swear on air. I can't do none of that stuff. But, don't get it confused. Don't get it confused at all. Let's see. Appreciate you. It counting the billionaire's pockets is comical. Nah, yeah, I don't like that. Yeah. Hey, it's all good. It's all good, yo. Yeah. It's just I don't have a script. I'm gonna tell you this. Like, no, it's like this. We talk about we plan, of course, we plan the things that were the topics, right? You go into a meeting and we lay out the topics, all right, the talking points. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the lightweight division, the top 10. We're going to talk about that and this and third. But there's nobody there sitting there saying, Tim, you got to say this. Tim, you can't say that. Oh, Tim, you can't do this. You can't say that. Oh, no. Oh, we don't want you to say that. That's why sometimes I'm up there and I act a fool. I put the helmets on. I crack jokes. I like to have fun, yo. You know, it ain't no fun if you can't have no fun at work. We on the air for 8 hours, 9 hours sometimes. You know, we can't have a little fun, right? But there's a certain amount of I would say respect for the company that you gotta have. You gotta understand those guidelines. All right, you get tested before you with ESPN on all those guidelines. You know, anything racial you say, you can get canceled real fast. It's you know, it's difficult. So a lot of the things that I sit there and I bite my tongue with, I'm like, oh man, gosh, you know, I can say here. That's just it. And look, I'm not finna get on the air, right? I'm promoting the brand. I'm promoting the fighter. I'm promoting the event. I'm not finna get, oh man, y'all about to get ready to watch this boring ass fight. I can't do that. It's finna be a boring fight. Both these dudes, they've been running around the ring and they come on now. That ain't gonna make anybody want to watch the fight. You know? Come on. I got a job to do, and y'all gotta understand that. That's it. But everything that I do say on air, it's true. It's coming from me. It is, but just in a different form. That's all. It's just in a different form. So, all right, Tim. All right, well, see, Tim, you gotta teach them fools what undisputed means. Undisputed means, yeah. I mean, look, there's one of those things where Tio, right? For instance, and this, I think this might be what he's alluding to. Lomachenko didn't lose his belt in the ring. Lomachenko was lifted to a certain champion. Devin Haney had the belt, you know, and Tio fought him. Lomachenko was undefeated holding those belts down. He didn't lose it inside the ring, but he beats Lomachenko, who has the Ring Magazine belt as well. So technically, or hypothetically, I should say, he is the undisputed champion, hypothetically. But in all reality, just to be honest, you know, truthful, if Lomachenko would have defended that belt against Haney instead of letting it go, for whatever reason it is, doesn't matter what the reason is, then you can say for sure, undisputed champion. But hypothetically, absolutely, because he beat the man. And the same thing applies to Taylor, because Taylor was the undisputed guy. Although I thought Catterall beat him, but that's either here or there. Just saying. Taylor was the guy, and he beat him. Tio beat him. Nobody had beaten him. So, hypothetically, he is undisputed or the best guy in the division. You know, if somebody asked me today, who's the best fighter at 140 pounds, it's Teofimo Lopez. It is. Whether you like it or not, it's Teofimo Lopez. He's the best fighter at 140. So I think that's the thing where he's talking about. Let me see. Hold on. I think that's what he be talking. I think that's what he's talking about, right? Hold up. Let me see Lomachenko. Hold up, Jimmy. We want to hear about Canelo coming for you. Oh man, let me see. Hold up, Tim. Eshawn Davis, of course, he wants to fight later in the future. We'll make it an exhibition since two best buddies. I don't know. I don't know if they'll do that. I doubt it. I doubt it. Tank is all talk. Imagine how he would act if he was actually 3 division champ and held lineal titles. Nah, yeah, well, look. You can say Tank. Look, we can sit up here and say Tank is all talk and all of this stuff, man. You know, we can sit up here and say that, and I'm not defending him. I'm not. I'm just telling y'all, I'm not defending him. I just have my opinion about it, right? And I had this argument with this guy the other day about him, and I just said, look, all that stuff that we care about, legacy and belts and all that stuff, he don't care about that. So I've been pressing Tank for the longest. I've been hard on Tank for the longest. Y'all know I've been on his neck the whole time. But then there comes a point where it's like, when he tells me what it is, what it's about, then I put him in that box. Okay, that's what it's about. That's fine. But when we talk about greatness, when we talk about the best ever, when we start comparing them to different fighters and all this stuff, that comes with a price. Yes. So your actions and what you say comes with a price. Because if you're not willing to face the best guys out there, like a Shakur Stevenson or Keyshawn Davis and all these other guys that's coming for your neck, and you're not willing to prove it, we can feel some type of way about it, the fans included. But for the time being, ain't no point of even beating on a dead horse, because he gonna do what he gonna do. That's just it. Do I want to see the Shakur Stevenson fight? Absolutely, I want to see the fight. But I'm not finna sit here and be like, whoa, pushing, because it ain't gonna get nowhere. You know, last thing I saw, don't know how true it is, but, you know, I stay heavy on the YouTube, don't know. He's sent an offer. So now all the Tank fans gonna go crazy and they gonna start having an opinion about he sent an offer and he turned it down and all this stuff. I don't know how true that is. I don't. I'm not close to neither guy. I don't have a horse in the race at all. No, I don't. Last time I checked, both those guys don't like me. Oh well. One less hand to shake. Two less hand to shake. Doesn't bother me at all, you know. So, to be real, Tim, boxers don't need millions. We need it structured like the UFC. You know, look, got to fight for a living, $50K for fight. They bet you that. Oh, yeah. Well, look, we need. I don't know how soon you've been here, but I gave my reasoning behind what I feel that's going to help boxing. What's going to save boxing? You know, I don't know how long you were here, but, you know, I'll reiterate a little bit of what I said. So, everybody's so high on Turki Alalshikh and what he's doing. I applaud him. Great job. You're putting on great fights. You're putting on great shows. Ooh, wow. You're really changing the sport. But is he really changing the sport? Like, you go to the doctor. I used this analogy before. You go to the doctor. You want the doctor to fix the problem. You want the root of the problem. Right? You don't want it on medication. Don't give me no prescription medication. Nah, that's not going to help. That's only going to cover up the symptoms. I'm good. You want them to fix the root of the problem. Well, I feel, from what I'm seeing, he's giving the sport prescription medication. Because there's a lot more issues. Many more issues in the sport than just matchmaking. Many more. And for him to get my respect, think about the ones that came before us. The ones that's struggling right now. Struggling, bad, punch drunk, no money, broke, no pension, no retirement, no none of that. Let's start something. Let's start something for those guys. Let's start something for the ones that came before us, man, that put their life on the line. Let's help them. You know? Let's talk about the drug testing. Let's talk about that. A lot of guys are using. Let's have it 24/7. Why don't you get involved in that? Helping the sport in that way. We can even talk about the women. Can we get the women on? Can we get the women on a big platform too? Can we help them out? You know, because the only guy that I see in the sport that actually helped the women and gave them a pay grade, a uplift, you know, in the money that they making is Jake Paul. That's the only one. There's other issues. There's other deeper issues in boxing and problems. Can we get a union? And I know somebody's like, oh, don't say union, don't say union. I understand that. It is what it is. Can we get something that's supporting the fighters? A boxers union, a fighters union. I'll be a part of that. I'll be a part of that. So that's what I'm talking about, guys. That's what I'm talking about, all right? So if y'all missed it before, y'all hear it. Y'all hear it right now. That's what's going to help boxing. What about the judging? Getting them, they work their ass off, they do. But let's get a uniform policy all across the board, worldwide. Let's get something overseeing this. You got all that money, let's get something that oversees the sport entirely. You want to spend money, you want to impress me? You do something like that? Hey, Turkey, I kiss the ring. You do stuff like that, I kiss the ring. Straight up. Just because you're giving fighters money, yeah, you're making the fights that people want to see. I get that. And I'm not, hey, fans, appreciate it while I was here. That's excellent. But from a former fighter, I set myself up for success. A lot of these other guys, they don't have the financial literacy to be able to set themselves up. And the ones that came before us should have something. Should have something to come back to. No, it ain't his fault. However, you say you want to help boxing. You say you care about boxing. You say you're a fan of boxing and you got all that money. Do that, man. Help out the sport. Truly help out the sport. Anyways, that's just it. That's just it. So, that's how I feel, man. But it's all love. Let's see. What else we got? Yo, I've been walking around a lot, yo. Hey, look, again, I told y'all, I'm 15 pounds down. Chat, 15 pounds down. The face looking a little bit thinner. I got about 40 more to go. No, I'm not getting back in the ring. Don't ask me to do that. I'm not getting back in the ring. Yep, let's see. Oh, you see, yeah, David Morel has multiple opponents. And he came out and said how Morel never did, yep, VADA testing in Minnesota. Absolutely. See, look, that's a problem. That's a huge problem in our sport. Y'all want a clean sport and an even playing field? We need more regulation on that. But what's needed for that is the money. See, VADA testing is the best testing agency out there because they test for the right things. It's more extensive. That's the reason why the fighters don't want to do it. Anybody that's shying away from that, you already know what it is because you're going to get caught up. You're going to get caught up. But if you infuse some money into the testing to where it can be more rapid and constantly testing our champions, testing the top 10, right? Because that's what the money, we don't have the money. We don't have the resources. That's what's missing. But you want to pay a dude $70 million? Come on, bro. You really want to help the sport? Help the sport. Just don't put a Band-Aid on it. Let's see what we got. Tim Bradley, you got a question. General, what up? That's crazy. Who's going to win the Virgil Ortiz and Boots? They not fighting. If the fight was possible to you, that's a really good fight. Look, what's gonna say a lot about Boots is this next fight. If he's going to fight Stanionis, all right. Said in the past that he's been ducking. He's been ducking and dodging. Obviously, it looks like the fight's gonna be made. So this might have been his plan all along. Maybe he might came up on his plan. I don't know. But I said he'd been ducking and dodging. He had opportunities to face these guys. A lot of guys. Tim Tszyu, Virgil Ortiz, right? Turned them down. So the Stanionis fight needs to happen. He gonna get tested in the Stanionis fight. He is. He gonna get tested. But I think the level of competition with Stanionis and what he brings into the ring and that tenaciousness that he has and that pressure that he has and that relentlessness that he has, I think we're gonna see a different Boots. Because if we don't see a different Boots, it's gonna be bad news. But again, I think Boots gonna show out. I think he's the perfect style for him. Boots like guys that come and get him. He don't mind that. He's able to move out on angles. He can punch. He got longer arms. He's big too for the weight class. You know, he can run him into shit. So it's gonna be a good fight. When we see that fight, then I'll give you a better understanding, because Virgil, I feel, can be outboxed too. Virgil can be outboxed. You know, but I don't mind seeing it. I don't mind seeing it at all. All right, no way, it's Tom Bradley. I just got on the page. Shout out to Champ. Oh, you just got on? Damn, you just got on, yo. I was cooking, yo. You gonna have to watch the recap, man. I was cooking on this mug, man. I was dropping the knowledge for the young ones too, man. And then if you got the young fighters out there, yo, think about this. What's gonna set you apart? What's gonna set you apart? Okay, I get the skills. I get the athleticism. You know, some are gifted more than others. But what set me apart? Worth ethic. I motivated myself. My father taught me how to motivate myself at a very young age. I motivated myself. I ran by myself. I talked to myself. Not out loud, people. Not like sitting here on the corner, you know, I'm talking to myself. No. In my mind. Right? And I used anything to motivate me. Let me give you an example. If I'm running down the street, I see somebody on a bike, maybe. Hey, you the one. Calm down. Damn. I see somebody on a bike and he running. Guess who's gonna try to chase him down? Yeah. I'm determined to catch him. I use subtle things for motivation, little things like that. I'm gonna catch him just to push myself. You feel me? Y'all understand where I'm coming from? So I'm thinking about an imaginary opponent in my mind. And that imaginary opponent is myself, me. Are you gonna get outworked today, Tim? You gonna let this motherfucker outwork you? That's how I'm thinking while I'm training. Nope, not gonna let him outwork me. One more round, coach. One more round. That's it, Tim. That's it. Nope. One more round. I get done with that round. Nope. Oh, shit. He ain't finna outwork me. Another round, coach. Another round. You build up this tolerance, right? You build up this worth ethic. It's a crazy worth ethic that no one can compete with. And little by little, you start passing up the pack because you're working your ass off every day. And you're thinking and motivating yourself. And that's how you get on top. So all your young fighters out there, how you gonna be different? Build up your worth ethic. Build it up. Train your behind off. Train often. Do things that no one is willing to do. Like waking up early in the morning and get on that road very early. Training 2-3 times a day. That's how you get ahead of the curve, baby. Anyways. All right, let's go here. What's on here? Let's go here. Oh, free smoke. Why Shakur duck tank? See, I told y'all they was gonna come on here, man. Hey, look, I don't know if that's true, yo. Hey, look, if Tank is right, show the contract. If Tank is right, I appreciate the super chat, but if Tank is right, show the contract. What contract did you send? We want to see it. Because he can say anything. See, Tank, that's another thing that he got. He learned and picked up. The tongue, how powerful it is. That's what Tank learned as well, how powerful the tongue is, because when he say something, he go run off. Everybody go run off. Oh, did you hear what Tank said? It don't have to be true or not. Y'all ain't checking sources or nothing. Y'all just like, that's what Tank does. He can be bullshitting. You know, I'm not saying that he is, but I'm just saying it's something to think about. You know, so that's what it is. I know one thing. I'll tell you one thing about you. Say whatever you want to say about Shakur Stevenson. I've been around him for years. I've been around him for years. I saw him when he was first coming on the scene. That is one of the most competitive fighters on planet Earth. Now, I'm not talking about none of that style and all this and boring. No. One of the most competitive fighters on the planet. That dude right there don't duck no smoke. I'm telling you. If the contract was cool and was fair and right, that's one thing. You know, but I can't say it. I'm sorry. Can't say it. Give me proof. Give me more proof, please. Tank got the millions. Oh, of course. I mean, look, and a lot of people say, oh, man, ESPN biased. Tim, you biased. Tim this and that, you biased, right? But everybody got fans. They fans of somebody. So just know this. The minute you decide to pick a side, you bias. Right? Just know that. The minute you decide, he gonna win, you bias. Naturally, you bias. That's it. Free Smoke, what up? Appreciate the super chat. Damn, you got that old school Chucky on, man. You must be an 80s baby. You gotta be an 80s baby, yo. Chucky on that joint. So he didn't induct Devin. you know, for all the belts. I'm not sure what you're talking about as far as that, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're talking about as far as he didn't duck. Who didn't duck Devin? Are you talking about Tank, or are you talking about somebody else? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Shakur. Duck Devin? If you want to call a so-called, I guess, 25%, whatever you call that, percentage or whatever he gave, I would have ducked that too. I personally would have ducked that too. 25%, whatever. Nah, not at all. Not being a 3-division champion. No, thank you. So y'all want to call that a duck, y'all can call that a duck, but you got two fighters. Devin's a boxer. Shakur's a boxer. Not much to really worry about, right? Not from my outlook. So, Tim, David Benavidez versus Morel. Who you got and why? I got Benavidez. KO 9th round. Ooh, those are big words. Big Rich. Those big words, dog. KO? You see that? Damn. Okay. Wonder why you say KO like that. I don't know. Hey, I think it's going to be a good fight. I think the beginning's going to be really good. Look. Even with the flaws that you see with David Benavidez, the one thing that you can't say is that this dude is not hungry and determined. You know, sometimes maybe I don't want to say he's not skillful, because he is. He can do a multitude of things. You know, that pressure and that determination that he has, it's like no other, guys. It is no joke. You know, when a man has his mind made up, truly has his mind made up, and if he ain't knocked on his ass, it's going to be hard to stop him. I personally feel that's his advantage in this fight. I think that, and I think the experience that he has. He has a ton of experience. Not at 175, but underneath him, he's fought tough guys. He's fought better competition. You know, he's ready for this. I think that Morel's gonna get surprised. I think he's gonna be surprised. I really do. With the hand speed and quickness of him as well. He does have some quick hands. Morel does have a long ass reach. Damn, look at his reach. Yo, he got a 78.5-inch reach. Like, what? That's a heavyweight reach. For a light heavyweight, that's a heavyweight reach. Damn. And he can box. You know, and we know that Benavidez likes to come forward. You know, I'm curious to know if he gon', you know, box a little off his back for the move and use some movement. I don't know. You know what I mean? You got to evolve your game. You got to do a little bit of everything. But I got Benavidez as well. It'd be crazy if he can get a stoppage. That'd be crazy. You know, and if he was to get one, it will be certainly late, man, for real. Maestro, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. I'm biased. Hell yeah, you biased. Everybody biased. Nah, I love Mr. Bradley's channel. Thank you, man. See you in New York, bro. Appreciate you. February 14th. Thoughts on Teofimo Lopez? Please open invitation to our BX High School. Yo, for real, Bronx High School. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Appreciate the super chat, for real. Thanks for the love. New York in the house. Teofimo Lopez. I think I had talked about this. Hold up, let me see something. Hold up. What's healthy weight cut for a fighter? Real quick. I'll talk about T.O. real quick. Give me a second. Then I'll answer your question. What's how you doing? What's in all right, Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez needs to get his business right. All right? Get his home right, get his business right. He get that right, he gonna be all right. Stop pocket watching. Tend to your contract, do what you do, fulfill what you need to do. All right, make your money, win, continue to win, and then move on to bigger and better things. That's what he needs to do. That's just it. No ands and buts about it. Stop talking crazy in the media. All right, stop talking crazy, dude. Like, bro, I know my choice of words are bad, but damn, his choice of words, wow, bro, he needs to chill out. That's just it. That's what he needs to do, though. Fight, get in the ring and fight. You spending too much time on this damn X and all that stuff. All right, what's a healthy? So look, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret real quick. When I was fighting regularly, like when I was on the way up, I was super disciplined. Super disciplined. If I fought on Saturday, I was in the gym on Monday. I was disciplined. I was like 7 to 10 pounds over my weight. 7 to 10 pounds. All right, that's healthy. All right, but as I started fighting less, as I made more money, the weight in between the fights, I wasn't disciplined there, and that's the reason why my career was shortened. That's why I think it was the fights, the wear and tear on my body, but also the weight I would gain. I would balloon up and I would balloon down, kind of like what Devin doing. Although Devin is young, but in a similar fashion. Look, when you start making that money, you get comfortable. You can get a little bit complacent, and then things happen. So I would say a comfortable weight is anywhere from 12 to 10 pounds of your weight class. So if you're 140 pound, you shouldn't weigh no more than 152 pounds in between fights. All right. So when it's time to get back on that bike, you got something to burn, and you're not burning up. You're not having weight camps beforehand. A lot of guys, they be telling, I trained 13 weeks for this fight. I'm ready. I'm like, damn, 13 weeks? I know exactly how that feel because I had those same fat camps, bruh. So, yeah, I've been there, done that. Stay focused. Don't get complacent. Stay within 10 to 12 pounds of your weight class. You're going to feel strong. Hold on. All right. I hope that answers your question. Oh, damn, I'm trying to get this other super. Yo, Free Smoke, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate you, big dog. Let's see. Tim Desert Storm Bradley, they said, would it take 25%? Hell no. No. Tim Bradley, Desert Storm Bradley, wouldn't it take 25% for all 4 belts? No, not if I was Shakur. Not if I was Shakur, man. No. I find that hard to believe. And if he took a fake offer, fans never asked to see the contract. Look, the fake offer, the fans never asked to see the contract. I get you. Check this out. I didn't start making millions. The first time I made $1 million was Devin Alexander. You know who's making millions right now? It was making millions way, way before me. It's Shakur Stevenson. All right. I had to fight Devin to make a million. I already had fought Kendall Holt. I was already a unified champion at that time. He's already making millions of dollars. Then he gets this 25%. This dude is already making millions of dollars, and then he gets 25%. So, like, he's not desperate. So a guy like me, right, when I fought for the world championship over in England, I think they offered it was $65,000, but after paying out everybody, I think I made $26,000. $26,000 I flew overseas for that belt. Shakur already had 1 belt already. He already been there, done that. And what else people don't fail to realize is that, yeah, you be the undisputed champion, but what comes along with that is all the sanctioning fees. All those damn sanctioning fees. So, like, you take the 25%, then you got to pay all the sanctioning fees for the belts, you know, and depending on how much money you make, right? I think the max they can charge you is $250,000, right? It's a certain percentage that they take. I think it's 3% per belt. Are you really making it? It ain't worth the belts. I'm sorry, it's not. He's already been a belt holder. You know, so you get to a certain point where things are different for different fighters. It ain't always created the same way for every fighter. It's not. So if I was thirsty and I had an opportunity and I was broke and I'm like, yo, this is my chance, and I was fighting back then, and this is a shot to get 3 belts or 4 belts or become the undisputed, shit, and they call me for 25%, and I'm thirsty, I'm taking it. But Shakur ain't thirsty. So it was a business decision, whatever it is. And I don't know how true that contract stuff is. I really don't. But I'm elaborating about it because you asked me. All right. I don't know how much that contract stuff is. I don't. I'm not in these guys' camp like that. So I don't know. I appreciate the super chat. Let's go. You ever had to fight anybody you were cool with? You think about Keyshawn saying he'll never fight Shakur. Yeah. Anybody. I don't want to tarnish your name. I really don't want to tarnish your name. Yeah, so I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to kill your name. But anyways, let me just say, in the amateurs, I did. I fought a lot of guys that were on the amateurs, but I never fought anybody in the pros. All right. And when I was in the pros with who was it? It was at Crawford. I was in the pros with Crawford, right? We became really good friends, hung out, barbecued, went to my kids', you know, football practice, yada yada. Became, you know, really, really close. You know, I brought him into my home. Me and him swore not to fight. You know, we're like, yo, we're not gonna fight. I'm not gonna take food off your table. I'm not gonna, I said the same thing. I'm not gonna take food off your table as well. You know, and we said we'll never fight. So that never materialized. So I'd be wrong of me to sit up here and say that, oh, Keyshawn and Shakur need to fight each other. You know, that'd be wrong for me to say that because I live the same exact thing, you know, with Crawford. So, hey, I respect it. It is what it is. But, you know, I guess the money, depending on the money, that tends to move everybody, that money. You know, you offer the right amount of money, I think there could be a possibility. I wouldn't say it's off the table. However, they respect each other, and that's just what it is. So, man, let me see what else. I'm trying to get to these super. Hold up, I don't know. Man, why is this thing stuck up over here? Sorry, I'm trying to see what else we got. Dang, it won't let me scroll down. My bad. Yeah, it won't let me scroll down. My bad. Anyways, I don't know why I can't see the super chats or any of what you guys are saying. Maybe it stopped. I'm not sure. Did I go over time? Anyways, yeah, I can't see the thread, so I don't have too much more to say, to be honest with you guys. Hey, look, I appreciate everybody, for tuning in. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Um, really looking forward to this year of fights. We got a huge list of, excellent fights, that I'm looking forward to seeing. Um, but other than that, y'all stay tuned, yo. I'm gonna come back. I always be back with some more haterism. You already know. Today I was on that haterade. I'll let y'all guys know why. However, I thought it was cool. I've been chilling with y'all for well over an hour and a half. Ain't nothing love and respect. I see y'all later. Peace.